Whenever Pope Benedict appears in public, he draws a crowd. The Vatican estimated that 2.5 million people came to see the Pope at the Vatican last year, and probably an equal number gathered at events on the Pope's foreign trips. But the way the Pope interacts with these crowds has changed over the years. Today, at the age of 84, the Pope is more protected from the people who line up at liturgies and audiences and want to get as close to him as they can. I'm Carol Glatz.
And I'm John Thavis. When Pope Benedict was elected 6.5 years ago, he appeared a little uneasy in big crowds. Now, the Pope is said to be a shy person, and here he was thrust into a moving multitude of humanity once or twice a week. Nonetheless, he willingly mingled with the people, even though sometimes he would temporarily lose his ring to the grasping hands of the faithful.
That has changed today. At his weekly general audience, the Pope no longer walks through the center of the crowded audience hall. Instead, he makes his entrance on a stage. And at the end of the audience, very few people are able to personally greet the Pope. Most of them are bishops. So for the most part, the 500,000 people who attended these audiences in 2011 encountered their Pope through their viewfinders on their digital cameras.
At papal masses, too, Pope Benedict has been moved farther away from the crowds. The Pope used to greet worshippers when he walked into St. Peter's Basilica, but now he rides on a mobile platform that simply doesn't allow for much interaction. The Vatican widened the aisle for the Pope's entrance 2 years ago, after a disturbed Swiss woman managed to leap over a barricade and tackle the Pope in what soon became a classic YouTube video.
Now, still, some people do manage to say a few words to the Pope as he passes by. On Christmas Eve, someone in the crowd even passed the Pope a note, which was quickly handed off to an assistant. The Vatican's security personnel are very protective of the Pope, but they also realize that in this day and age, he can't be isolated from the people he serves. When the Pope rides in his Pope-mobile or Jeep, it's not unusual for his top security official to stop the vehicle and hold a baby up for a papal kiss or blessing.
In a book-length interview last year, Pope Benedict said he asked himself whether it was right for the Pope to appear again and again in front of cheering crowds like a superstar. On the other hand, he said he understood that people really do want to see the Pope. In the end, he said he considers the crowd's interest and approval not as a personal compliment, but as a chance for them to connect with the papacy. I'm John Thavis.
And I'm Carol Glatz, Catholic News Service.